Alright, what is up gamers? Hope y'all having a sensational day. As you can see, we have the Royal Recruits. So today I want to tell you guys about the time I went camping on an island with my friend. So this took place about a year ago in North Carolina in the middle of summer, which is literally the worst time to possibly go camping. So he picks me up, we drive 3 hours to the beach, and we get on this ferry, and this ferry takes us to the island, drops us off at the island. As soon as it drops us off, I'm immediately trying to scope out some places to set up our tent. So I'm doing that. My friend's just like chatting up some girl that was there that was like fishing with her boyfriend. So eventually I come to the conclusion that we're gonna have to walk like 3 miles out to this area because we didn't want to be camping next to other people. There was like 2 other groups out there camping. And our first mistake, guys, we brought way too much stuff. What ended up happening is because we brought so much stuff, we couldn't just bring it in one trip. We would have to like pick our stuff up, walk like 20 yards, go back, pick our stuff up, walk like 20 yards, repeat this process for the entire 3 miles. It was pretty brutal. Oh, and to backtrack a little bit, my friend would not stop talking to this girl on the beach. So I had to like convince him to stop because if you don't know, you've never gone camping before, setting up a tent in the dark is the worst. We're losing sunlight, so it's like evening, probably like 6 o'clock, so I'm trying to get us there before the sun starts setting. We finally get there, I start setting up the tent, and what I didn't want to happen ended up happening. I had to set up some of the tent in the dark, but luckily, in North Carolina, the moon is insanely bright, so it wasn't too dark. I was able to still set up the tent, no problem. Also, easy dubs, this card is so broken. We ended up just going to bed, we wake up, and let's just say, hypothetically, when we woke up in the morning, we had a breakfast of mushrooms, alright? Hypothetically, in Minecraft. My friend, for some reason, he left his flip-flops where we got dropped off, which is, like 3 miles on the other side of the island. So in the morning, first, we wake up and we're just chilling, sitting in these lawn chairs, like just watching the sunrise. It was beautiful, dude. It was surreal. And we were sitting there and we were like, man, if this is what it's like to be homeless, pretty epic. Eventually we're like, oh, we need to go get those flip-flops. So we start making the trek to go get the flops. As we're walking down, towards the flip-flops, we keep going into the water because it was super hot. It was starting to get pretty hot, right? Because the sun was coming up. So we'll go into the water, but then when we get in the water, we're not walking towards the flip-flops, and they're like, oh, we need to start walking. So then we would get out of the water, start walking, and that stupid process just repeated until we finally get the flip-flops and come back. But what happened is, around like noon, the sun hit its peak, and we're like, okay, this is no longer chill. This is no longer super epic and fun. This is actually kind of brutal. The sun was so hot, dude. Like I said, it was the middle of summer. I swear we did this around May, if I remember correctly. And so mistake number 2, guys. I forgot all of my food. I packed a bunch, or I shouldn't say all, but the main meal that I was gonna eat was sandwiches. And I forgot all of my sandwiches, dude. The only thing I did bring was celery. I think I had a bag of chips, some bananas, and that was about it. It starts getting really hot, and me and my friend are just struggling, dude, because you either go in the tent, which is super hot in the tent. It's not much better than the tent. Or you go in the water, which was obviously better. But the thing is, every time we went to the water, we would just want to come back to the tent, and like, we'd want to come back and drink water because it was so hot. Mistake number 3, guys. We bought these giant, like, I'm not even kidding, they had to have been like 4-gallon containers of water. I don't know what we were thinking with those. They were stupid because they had these weird nozzles on the bottom and you had to like release the nozzle to drink and whatnot. We ended up just barely drinking water because it was just so much work to drink water. We kind of gave up on it. Oh, also at some point, there's horses on this island. This horse comes sprinting by us. And I don't know if you've ever seen a horse run at full speed, guys. It is pretty scary. It was pretty terrifying. It just comes bolting by us, and it literally ran right by the tent. I thought for sure, oh, there goes our tent. It's just gonna maul it over. But watching those horses on the island was pretty majestic, man. They just, you know, they graze around, they do their thing. It did kind of make me and my friend feel very weak, because we're like, man, we're out here like dying, and these horses are just chilling, dude. They just live out here. Another side note: this island we went camping on, 0 trees, 0 shade, 0 nothing. It was just a pile of sand, dude. Yeah, so the sun starts to set, and it's finally like chill again. It's nice out. We're just, you know, chilling in our lawn chairs, enjoying the sunset, which was absolutely beautiful. The scenery on this island was gorgeous. So the reason we decided to go camping during this time is there was going to be an eclipse, some kind of eclipse with the moon. So the eclipse finally is starting to happen. And dude, it was so crazy. I could see the stars connecting. It sounds crazy, but there was these lines going through the sky, and it was like a grid. Like all the stars were connected through this grid. But I only watched it for so long, so I was exhausted, and I just ended up going to bed. So I wake up pretty early, we depack everything, and we start making the trip back, which was, dude, at this point, it was so brutal. I remember I applied sunscreen the first night we were there, and then after that, I just gave up, dude. I'm not even joking with you guys. Every inch of my body was sunburned. Everything was sunburned. But because we were still out there, it was kind of that adrenaline going, getting us through it. Just like, oh, we just got to get out of here, you know, escape. You know, we get everything, the ferry takes us back. Make that 3-hour drive back sucked, dude. My friend doesn't have AC in his car, so we were just suffering in that car. Leading up to this trip, basically me and my friend, we needed a break from just life, right? Work was just getting to us. Both of us kind of just needed a break from, you know, life. And so we planned this camping trip, and it turns out to just be, it was just suffering, dude. Like, it was fun, don't get me wrong. It was super fun. But at the same time as it was fun, it was just so brutal to be out there like that. If someone asked me, like, would I do it again? Yes, I would, dude. It taught me something that you will not find in the comfort of your daily, normal life. But yeah, guys, if there is a moral to the story, make sure to get outside, you know, go on a hike, a walk, you know, plan a camping trip with your friends, dude. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching. Peace!